Hello everyone, my name is Hold on. Hello everyone, my name is Wade the Wallaby, and welcome to just sadness. Okay. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. Um, I'm just stumped. I'm literally stumped. Why am I stumped? Well, that's a good question that everyone needs. I'm stumped because jealousy. I don't know what goal should I have. And I really don't know what I really should have. It's just ridiculous. This thing is getting stiff. I have no idea what to start. I have no idea when to start. This channel has been very slow. But that does not mean I'm going to give up. It's just the basement. The basement and all of this stuff. It's just cumbersome. Bright background light. I don't know when I'm going to go back home. I don't know when. And this is stressing me out. I'm not going to give up. I've been wanting to do things the right way, but I'm not going to get any more popular than I could be. It's so sad when you look up something on the web and all you see is other ones, but I'm never going to reach 1K. How come other channels? It's just my laziness. The laziness, that's what really makes less of my popularity. But I'm popular out there. And to think that I had 166, a head start. It's just, what am I even doing? Oh man, I'm actually kind of crying. It's just, what is the point? What is the point? My mom told me that she would help me with my live streams and help edit them out. I don't think this is not going to work. I'm not going to give up. But I will say that I need help. I tried Discord. I tried everything, and it gets boring, and then people just leave, and it's just what am I doing wrong? I bet there's even autistic people that have more subscribers than me, and it's just ridiculous. I don't even have 1K yet. I should have had more subscribers than I have. I need some way of broadcasting my channel. That's the only way to get that high, is for me to go to somewhere and tell people who I am. And that's the odds. That really actually helped to get that channel way higher than normal. 166. Because I checked it, and it's actually much more than 162. It's actually 166 subscribers. And YouTube, I want it back. Because I want to get my movies that I bought with real money. And I haven't got them back. It's ridiculous. And you still have no idea what made you trigger YouTube? What made you terminate that channel? It's been almost 2 years. If I kept on going, it would have been more than that. And all of my dreams of being a YouTuber dated back in 2011 or 2012. If I would have started back then, I probably would have like maybe even 1K, even this day. But I didn't know how to get a channel. I didn't know. I was too young. I didn't know. It was the most simplest thing. And look at me now. 71 subscribers. That's barely anything. It's going to take more 4 years to get where I was. But if I'm not just sitting here doing nothing, I'm not going to get any more subscribers. That really helped. I need to spread the word. And you need to. You can't just sit there and just watch me. You got to do something. I have a bunch of ideas stored in my brain, and I kind of get shy want to talk about it. And I always talk about myself about it, but it's just so complicated. And ever since I got here, it's just everybody just messes everything up. And it's horrible. I can't, this is just nasty. I'm going to get bad reputation just because with this basement. And this is just, I can't help it. You know. And I literally, they had to drill a hole to plug into the Wi-Fi or router or modem, whatever you call it. Plug it in and bring a cord all the way over here. Yeah. This thing is plugged into the internet and the cord goes all the way over there into the ceiling, into Nini's room. All the way over there. Chris actually did most of it since he's an IT guy, but it's ridiculous. I can't, and using all their resources just to help me. And after all that time, I'm not going to give up. And it's just slowing down. Maybe people decided that probably people don't hate me. They just got bored of me. And I don't know. I guess I just have to be patient. I told myself, be patient. As long as if I don't do any more videos, more likely, just in case if I do make a mistake, I won't get in trouble. What does that even mean? And I still need help on OBS because how come other people can do that? Because I'm lazy and I can't. Maybe I'm not a YouTuber. Maybe I'm not a professional YouTuber. Because if I was, I probably had more subscribers. I can't do it without myself. I need somebody to help me. And every time I try to ask somebody, no one hears me. That's because it just feels like I'm all lonely again. Oh, man. This is ridiculous. I try my best. I did everything I could. But I think the basement part probably doesn't want people to visit. And to be honest with you, I think you're right. I can't. If you have any ideas, you probably don't. I have the ideas. I always said, we'll get there. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. You probably don't hear me because I'm really quiet. But you know what? I'm not going to give up on this. But when I get a chance, if YouTube decides to give my other channel back, I will delete this one. But I'm not going to delete it without transferring all my videos on that one and put the proper date. If YouTube decides to do it. But I'm not going to do it without that. Because there's history on this channel also. The reason why I want to get rid of this channel is because it's just has a warning on it. The other channel did not. And I'm going to be much more careful and they can remove this stuff and don't get me in trouble. It's just ridiculous. And people don't seem to care about what's wrong. It just gets upsetting. And I think that, what do you think? I think I need to get back on Twitter and basically need to tweet, or maybe somebody else can help me because I can't do it without alone. Because it seems like I ruin everything when I do something by myself. Everything is just falling apart on me. And I think that, because my dad's in Montana, I can't, there's no way of getting things backed up. I don't know about that much about computers. And it's just getting ridiculous. I have this expensive microphone and it's not worth it. I have this amazing webcam. And it just seems like, what is the point? It's just when YouTube decide to just have nobody else to live stream. It tore me up completely. But I have been playing Minecraft on my iPad mini, and I've learned a lot about that. I kind of feel slow. And to be honest with you, people that are looking at me, they're probably thinking that I'm like on something, but I'm not. I'm just depressed. It's just the eyes are burning. Just sad. Because I look at other YouTubers and I get kind of jealous. They have like 3 monitors, or like, they know of all of this stuff, and I'm over here barely even have like any padding and stuff. If you look at Jacksepticeye, you see all this stuff. Look at me. I have nothing, and there's no way I can't get anybody to help because it just seems like everyone ignores me. And even though people do listen to me, they don't act. Because I've tried showing all my stories about Village Labs, but it's just a huge thing. And I'm guessing people that don't know about space seem to be popular. No. I'm really bored. No, I'm not bored. I'm just sad. I know a lot of things. I just want company. And if I had more people, I do get kind of agitated when I do have a lot of other people, but I gotta get used to it. The reason why I get upset with a lot of people is because I'm not used to it. And if I don't get that much people on watching me, then I'm not going to get used to it. And then when it's like really like, those live streams that are very important, they don't get important. Usually the live streams that, I try to make them that like clickbaitish, I tried luring in by using a type of clickbait, but it wasn't like a clickbait. It was basically just, I don't know what you could say about it, but it's not classified as a clickbait. But I haven't tried everything, to be honest with you. The only thing I'm missing, is my house. I can actually bring my entire computer back home, but I don't want to risk accidentally dropping it. And it would be basically the end of the world. Literally, it would be just, right all over again. I probably won't care because it seems like every time I lose all my data, and it's just ridiculous that information like this, like computers, they don't even have a backup. And I don't even know how to back up. And that's depressing. And because my autism, I don't plan forward. And even though I learned all my mistakes, I can't do it. And that's why I need help about this. But people don't help me because, But there might be a person that might help that actually has a lot of experience about autism. I've been with her a lot, and she has helped me, and she's the professional. And I think if I talk to her about maybe she give me advice by doing something, my laziness. But there's no professional that I know of that can counteract with laziness. Literally, it's just the brain. But what I think is that I need some advice. And if you can't help me, then I guess I'll find somebody else to help me. And I pretty much will have somebody. I would love to actually, the only people that actually seen on this camera is my mom and me. Maybe Nani, but mostly you and me, but no friends, which is weird because I started when the pandemic came around. So that was just the saddest life. And it's not the pandemic. No, it's not that. It's just, I'm just alone. And because I'm an only child, it's just, I'm alone. And it's just, maybe that's because I'm not good with people. And it's just the autism, my loneliness, the depression, all of this stuff. And it just comes together to this just sadness. And when I don't think about it, it's just, this is how I seem to live. I don't push forward. And it's just really hard for me to move because of my autism. It's just like, you're so heavy, and the autism does not like to do things that you want to do. But there's this weird feeling that I can't do it. And it's laziness. And it just is just that. I know I try. I know that you are, that you know that I'm amazing, and you've seen my streams and recordings. I try to be amazing, but the OBS thing, I could only record a certain amount of games on OBS, and I still will do it because I want to keep up with the pace. But I figured out how to use the microphone on there, but I normally don't do it, which is weird because it seems like that you have to have a balance and stuff, and but it's just normally, me playing this. I haven't gotten to my, well, to be honest with you, I have never shown, I have shown Garry's Mod. Yes, but not on OBS. I'm not sure if OBS would run, but I might start with the old games like that. Last time I did was the, I don't remember. But if you want to see all of my recordings on OBS, then you can go. And each to newest to oldest, so each time like you go down, the more like simple it is. And some of them actually have good audio. The recent one was actually me with bots, the bots one with the Team Fortress 2 bots. A lot of people think that they're bad bots, but these are bots that are in the game called the, they're just bots that are programmed by the Valve people. They're actually in the game. That's the bots I'm talking about. But back then I didn't know how to explain to you. Now I just explained to you. It's just, I think it's just the autism just builds slowly, and it just has a hard time describing things. It's just kind of weird. Oh man, I tried Battlefield 1, but as you can see on there, it's just lag, and that's not. It's because that I had YouTube, OBS, and Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1, I have to close all windows because it will lag, and it will just start frame dropping. And just maybe because my video card is not actually plugged in to the monitor. My dad set it up because it's like one of those big ones. Those ones, I forgot what it's called. VAG one. This monitor uses a HDMI. So I believe that the video card seems to work because Dad said it would basically be much more. Maybe that's because the computer has a hard time to display it, and that's why it actually is working harder, because I'm guessing that video card down there is not been working, but for some reason I'm able to do that. But I think it's actually not plugged in. Maybe that's why. And if it's not, that means it's basically destroying itself. by that and not using the new video card. But I'm not an expert of that computer. I'm not sure if my dad plugged in the HDMI. Probably not, but I don't know if it's like all together, like, with the power, or I don't know if it has that. If it is connected and if it is been talking to it, then that means my computer's been using that video card. And it should not make all these noises. It should be calm with that amazing video card. That video card's supposed to be good, but what I think that said that this is the maximum that this computer can have. So this is the best. But I don't want to make it fancy, because if I do, like lights and stuff, that probably lower my performance, because it has to use more energy by the power. So what I have this thing that you can't, that's why I need to plug in directly to an outlet. But because I had to use that, I had to use this instead, because I have to plug in like the monitor, the speakers. Yes, the speakers have to use a different type of plug. It's just, but this computer actually has RAM. Actually, it's weird. It has like RAMs, but then there's a RAM that's empty. You can actually, Dad said it was upgraded, but maybe because he just said, I don't know much about RAM. All I know that RAM is RAM. RAM, I think, is called, hold on. I think there's a display up here that has RAM. RAM, I think, is storage. And all I know about it is that Scott Manley said that RAM was used on the rovers on Mars, but they were not RAM chips. They're actually like large squares. Not like from Jet Propulsion Laboratories. I have no idea. Scott Manley probably knows, but he explains it much more detail. Yeah, even though I know about space, I don't know much about space electronics. It's a completely different. Because radiation hardened, you can't use RAM chips, because RAM chips are very vulnerable by radiation. That's what Scott Manley told me, and I did not know that. That's why rovers on Mars have to use radiation hardened, because they're delicate, and on Mars there's no magnetic field. There is a magnetic field, but it won't protect you from radiation. Our Earth is generated by the Earth's outer core, and the outer core rotates, and when it happens, it creates a magnetic field that protects us from radiation. Not all of it, because some of it does get through, but that's because that. But we have Chernobyl, but that's been cleaned up a lot. And I think it might actually be much more shorter because of it's been enclosed. I think it actually not be 500 years. I think it might be maybe even 50 years. If they clean up the mess, the radiation should actually go pretty low. But I'm not an expert of radiation. I have 0 PhD. All I have is just graduation from high school. And to be honest with you, I don't know much about like math, but I do learn very slowly. So I just teach myself instead. Because if you do teach yourself, I actually can teach myself. And if I don't have information, I will get it, and then you can store my brain. It's just photographic memory, That's why schools were very challenging, but I wasn't cheating. No, I don't cheat, no. But it was hard. It was hard, but when I had helper, it was easy because it helped me focus. The problem was focusing when I was at school. I do get distracted, and then I want somebody to help me get whatever. And sometimes to break it down, it sometimes has to be complicated. That's why someone helps me to break it down and to have it custom. Because sometimes my brain does not. Because remember, the autism, it breaks down information that it brings in, but most of it gets left behind. And the chemicals in your brain does not attach properly, and that leads to parts of information. But because of my interesting smartness, somehow I'm able to basically be incredibly smart, and I learn all this stuff by myself. And sometimes it sticks. When you learn, it does go in your brain. Because I'm in a young age, my hair looks crazy. And yes, I did shave. yesterday. But yeah, they were not like professional. But now I think it's getting late, and I think Battlefield 1 on that server called GeoSAS, I forgot what it was called, but I'm on there probably doing, and my eyes are burning. I hope you guys have an enjoyable life, and I hope I do too. Just hopefully nothing bad happens, but usually when I say that, it does happen. But you can't predict the future.